Imagine that there is a planet near our solar system. Its atmosphere is similar to Earth, and even liquid water may exist. From the Earth, it can be reached in just a few months' journey. This planet is Venus. A beautiful and elegant world is gently wrapped by a layer of soft clouds, like the incarnation of Roman Cupid. But don't be deceived by this peaceful appearance, because beneath the clouds, there hides a completely different world. Let's uncover the mystery of Venus. The name Venus comes from the Roman mythological goddess of love and beauty. It is the second closest planet to the Sun, and a close neighbor of our Earth. Its orbit is almost perfectly circular, with a stable orbital radius of 0.72 AU, making it the closest to Earth. Is only 41 million kilometers away. But Venus is not the brightest star in our night sky. When it is closest to us, we can only see its disk, because it is between us and the Sun. Despite this, it is still bright and visible, because sunlight passes through its atmosphere and refracted in the sky when it appears as a slender crescent. It is the brightest object after the Moon. Sometimes it is even mistaken for UFOs. US President Jimmy Carter once reported, saw a UFO in 1969. Later analysis showed that it was likely Venus. Venus' orbital plane is not completely aligned with Earth, which leads to its rarity of transits. Transits occur in pairs. Each pair of transits occurs every 8 years. But each pair of transits only happens once every 100 years. The last time we experienced a transit was in 2012. The next one will be in 2017. This rare astronomical phenomenon makes Venus's transit a rare and wonderful sight in a lifetime. Unlike other planets, Venus rotates in a clockwise direction, or retrograde rotation. Its rotation speed is very slow. It rotates once every 243 days, making the stellar day of Venus longer than the year. This slow rotation makes Venus the second spherical object. The second spherical object after the Sun. Venus' mass and size are very similar to Earth's, so it is sometimes called the sister planet of Earth. Its diameter is slightly smaller, and its density is similar. This means that the gravity on Venus is only slightly weaker than that on Earth. But the surface atmospheric pressure is 92 times that of Earth, which is equivalent to 1 kilometer under the ocean. Venus' atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide gas, plus sulfur dioxide clouds, forming the strongest greenhouse effect in the solar system. The average surface temperature reaches as high as 462. The surface wind speed on Venus is not high, but due to the thickness of the atmosphere, it exerts a strong force on obstacles. But the wind speed in the clouds is much faster, reaching 300 kilometers per hour. The wind at the top of these clouds revolve around the planet every 4 to 5 days, making Venus appear much faster than it actually rotates. Venus clouds are highly reflective, only allowing about 10% of sunlight through, and because they cover the entire planet, so obstructing visual observation of the surface from space. But these clouds can also produce lightning, although this is not common. Recently, it's found Venus has a large vortex at the South Pole, just like Saturn. Now let's go back to the surface of Venus. Thanks to Russia, in the 60s and 70s, the pioneering efforts, we actually have some real photos. The Venera 7 probe in 1970 was the first to land on another planet and sent back data from the surface. Venera 8 confirmed that on the surface, the visibility was very clear. Venera 9 sent back the first pictures of the Venus surface. Venus 10, 13 and 14 in the next 6 years sent back more images, this time in color, and a large amount of data about the planet's conditions. Since then, there have been many probes have mapped the surface of Venus. Using radar, they can penetrate the clouds to see the planet's topography in high definition. The surface of Venus is covered with many large, but not necessarily active volcanoes. It has 167 volcanoes with diameters over 100 kilometers. The surface of Venus is incredibly 80% consists of cooled lava plains. And there are thousands of volcanoes in some form. Finally, let's look at the magnetosphere. Venus has no magnetic field of its own, which surprised everyone when it was first discovered, surprised everyone at that time. But without more data, it's hard to say why this is the case. Although a study in 2017 showed that may be related to Venus history, lack of large-scale impacts. This is Venus, a planet full of mystery and extreme environments. Its story is far more complex than we imagine, but it is these unknowns inspire our enthusiasm for exploring the universe. Thank you for listening. I hope this journey can give you a deeper understanding of Venus. If you are also curious about other planets, you can continue to explore our solar system. There are always more secrets waiting for us to discover. Welcome to leave a comment.